be exact. And I've actually been here for 12 days since when I first took off, and I'm just now getting around to vlogging. So that should tell you how busy I've been since I've been here. The first few days felt like a vacation. Like, it felt like I was just a tourist and I was just looking at the Duomo like, oh my gosh, it's the Duomo, and taking pictures and being annoying, you know, just stopping randomly and looking around with my map. And I was convinced that I would get lost a million times. Let me tell you about my apartment. Now, I'm not sure, this is not confirmed, but I believe that I live in the art district. Originally, I thought I just lived in, to be forward, the ghetto, because it was just not, it was not okay outside. Like, it was, inside is lovely, the apartment is lovely, but outside, some sketch characters on these streets, some sketch characters in these parts. But then I realized, walking to school one morning, that most of those abandoned businesses were actually studios, art studios. So now I think I live in the art district of the center of the city. So now I like it a lot more, because I'm like, oh, you put me in the art district, I'm an artist. Maybe one day I'll get the courage and the vocabulary to walk in there and say, buongiorno. After that, classes began. They didn't give us no time to just chill out or anything. No, we just leaped right on in it. So we leaped right onto classes. And then I realized that my classroom building is about, I want to say like a rough mile away from my apartment. So that means I have to plan like 20 minutes ahead to walk to class, which to people who go to bigger schools, that's nothing, that's just normal. But I go to a small private school and everything is a hop skip away from my dorm room. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Florence is not quite, or Italy in general, is not quite what I have been led to believe from American movies. Any person in my age group, specifically any girl in my age group, specifically any American girl in my age group, has seen one of these two movies: the Lizzie McGuire movie and the When in Rome with Mary-Kate and Ashley movie. Now you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's definitely not like that. The only thing I got right is like the vessel. Don't be, girls out there, don't come to Italy expecting to be found out or looking like a Italian pop star, because it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So while I'm rambling, I guess you probably want me to prove that I'm in Florence, right? You want to see all those pictures that you can Google image anytime you want, right? Okay, here's 2 seconds of that. Okay, that's enough. So let me tell you guys a story. Gather around, children. Let me tell you this story. I'm walking back from class and it's around mid-afternoonish. And in order to get from my school building to my apartment building, I have to go past the Duomo. I could also take this other route with the shoppers and the vendors, the street vendors, but messy. I don't feel like having people call out to me, asking me to buy leather shoes. So I just take the Duomo path because it's just the easiest way for me to get to my apartment. But so I'm just walking, la la la. This is about a week or week and a half in, so I'm kind of like used to the Duomo now. I'm not staring up at it stupidly anymore, and I'm just rushing along, and I'm just taking my, well, I'm not taking my time, I'm rushing to get home, and I just hear this in the background. All I hear subtly is, oh. And I kind of just paused, but I didn't actually pause, but like, my train of thought from getting to point A to the point B, pause. And I was just like, okay. Now hearing this crowd of voices all come in, and it's coming from the Duomo stairs, and oh. And I'm like, no, they won't do that. No, they won't allow their children to come to Italy to experience some old, fantastic, majestic culture, and they're going to allow them to, I know you love me. And I was just like, no. And yes, 20 American preteen girls on the steps of the Duomo singing Justin Bieber's Baby. I was like, yep, I have seen it all, officially. Maybe one day I will get the courage to walk in there and be like, hey, art dude. And I'll be like, hey. And he'll be like, buonasera or buonanotte. No, not buonanotte. There's no way I'm going to some random studio at night. But buongiorno. Oh, God, I've been here 12 days. That's sad. Whew.